Okay, so hope I'm audible to everyone. So today we are going to do solve the problems of module 2 in your portal, in your MySlate.6 phrase portal. We'll be solving module 2 from all the levels. Okay, so listen carefully. Okay, so if you have headphones, try to wear headphones because some of the students are complaining that the voice is not audible. It is better to use headphones if you have one. Okay, that is my kind suggestion. Okay, I'm trying to increase the volume as much as possible also. Okay, and as I said, okay, use this comment section for only clearing your doubts. Okay, for only your doubts, please post it. Other than that, you please do not post any other comments. Okay, so people are joining now. See, again, I've told you, please don't post any other comment. Okay, so we'll wait for 2 more minutes. Let the people come in because I can see only a few of the people here. Okay, so now I hope that everybody have completed your module 1 in all the levels. Okay, so I hope you have completed all the modules. I mean the first module, all the level 1, level 2 and level 3. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, now let me first start. Okay, just a moment. Just a moment. Okay, okay, just a moment. Please wait. I'll be back. Just a moment. Just a moment, people. Wait for 2 minutes. Okay, just wait for 2 minutes. Okay, just wait for 2 minutes. Just a moment. Guys, just a moment, please wait. Okay, please wait for a moment. Okay, so there is some technical issues going on. Okay, so in the meantime, I'll just clarify it for you. Just a moment. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so we got into it. Okay, now listen here, everyone focus. Okay, be ready for answering it. Okay, see Karthik Raj, you have asked a question. Don't worry about it. We will come to it. Okay, in the end of the time, remind me after we complete this. You remind me. We will do this number crunching problem. Okay, now so with level 0 and module 2, submodule 2. Okay, level 0, submodule 2. Okay, just 8 seconds. I mean, we will do it. Wait. Okay, so the attendance link will be given anywhere in between. So please follow up with the video to give your attendance. Okay, the first thing starting here is given to integer input. Check whether the two input are equal or not equal. Print the corresponding message. So everybody knows it's very easy also. Okay, so just give me a matter of seconds to complete it. Okay, so how should I check? How should I check? Already number one and number two are there. So I have to say whether it's equal or not equal. So quickly, just a comparison here. Okay, using the assignment, using the comparison operator. If the variable number one equals to number two, if it is true, if it is true, if it is true, what I will do? Printf equal or not equal. Okay, if it is true, printf, okay, equal, printf equal, else printf not equal. Okay, so I think the statement is correctly given there like this only, equal or not equal. I've used the same statement. Now let's give a compile and run first. Okay, and all the two cases, test cases have been passed, and if I submit the code also, it will be submitted. But let's try it differently. Let's try it differently. Let us use a ternary operator. Let us use ternary operator to solve this. How? Ternary operator is nothing but it has a nickname. It is called as simplified if condition. It is called as simplified if condition. What do you mean by simplified if condition? Okay, let's see that. Okay, let's see that. Okay, so as I said, okay, some of you are just commenting that your portal is disabled. Okay, don't worry, your management will clarify the things. There have been some updates. Okay, don't worry about it. They'll clarify to you. Okay, now see, some of you are asking module 4 today, module 2, then module 3, then module 4, then module 5. One by one, slowly, every day we will solve a module. Okay, so we are just want to cover everyone commonly. Okay, not for, some of you may ask module 3, some of you may ask module 4. Now listen. Okay, so please don't comment unnecessarily. Okay, now listen here. The next, starting with how to use ternary operator. Instead of using if condition, just directly number 1 greater than number 2, not greater than, comparison equals to number 2. Ternary operator. So this is the condition. This condition will either return true or false, means 1 or 0. If it returns 1, if it returns 1, printf equal, printf equal, else. What is else condition? This colon, as you can see. Can you see it? Colon, else, printf not equal, semicolon. One line. See, just one line. Number 1 compared to number 2. If it's true, it will return 1, which means true, right? If it's true, printf, so whatever is here is called as a true block, and this is called as the false block. So this is the if condition, like, and this is like the else condition. Got it, everyone? Understood, everyone? Did everyone understand what is ternary? Okay. So unnecessarily, please don't comment. The reason is, why am I telling you, is somebody might ask some doubt. So after some time, when I come back to the comment section, the doubt might have, because of the recent comments you have posted, it might go to the top or down. I cannot see it. It will not be visible. I cannot scroll every time. So please don't comment unnecessarily. And that you have to understand. Okay, please. So this is how you use ternary operator. Let's run this. Compile and run. Let's see it works. Okay. So let's see it works. Okay. Submit code. All the 3 test cases are passed. Okay, that's it. And now let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one, the second question. Okay, given a number, check whether it is odd or even. See, most of you, I'm telling you, you might think that, okay, sir will give the same answer, we already know how to find odd or even. No, it is not like that. I'll try to give you more than one solution. Okay, so please stick on to the topics and please listen. Okay, so carefully, how to prove whether a given number is even or odd, shall we? Okay, the easiest way, the common way is how we use if number modulo 2 equals to 0. If number modulo 2 equal to 0, we have to say even or odd, right? So printf even, else, okay, and then printf or odd. Okay. This is one way. Okay, printf even or printf odd. Now let me run this. Let me run this first. Compile and run. Okay, submit the code. Okay, it works, right? It works. Now I'll give you some other logic as well. Now, instead of having modulo, you can also use this. Okay, number and one. Okay, number and one. What is number and one? Bitwise and operator. What this bitwise and will do? What this bitwise and will do? That is what we are going to see now. What this bitwise and will do? Shall we see what this bitwise and will do? Now focus. Okay. Oh my God. Sorry. Okay. Just a moment. Just adjusting the mouse. Okay. Now what this bitwise and will do? Now let's say two numbers. Let's take two numbers. An even number. Okay. Let's take an even number. 10. Even number is 10. What is the binary form of 10? What is the binary equivalent of the decimal value 10? 1010. 1010 is the binary equivalent of 10. So what I gave there is 10 and 1. 10 and 1. What's the binary equivalent of 1? 0 0 0 1. Now shall we take logical hand here? Can we use a truth table? Okay, 1 and 0. What is 1 and 0? 1 and 0, 0. What is 0 0? 0 only. What is 1 and 0? 0. What is 0 and 1? 0. So when you have an even number and you take a bitwise AND with 1, you will always get 0. You take any even number. You take any even number. Okay. You take any even number and you check it out. Okay, 32. Okay. Or let's say 16. Let's say 16. For 16, what is the binary equivalent? What are all the numbers I have to add? So you have 8421. Sorry, you have to add 8421. You have 8421. If I add 8421, what will I get? I'll get 15. So the next bit is 16. So to represent 16, what is 16? It's very simple. 1 0 0 0 0. So this is number 16. So for 16, shall I take an AND now? If I take AND 1, what is 16 and 1? 0 0 0 0 1. What is 16 and 1? 0 0 0 0 0. You take any even number. You take any even number, and if you do a bitwise AND with 1, you will get only 0. But in case if I take an odd number, let's say 15 and 1. 15 and 1. What is Okay, I'm getting coughs. I'm not affected. I'm not infected. Don't worry about it. Okay, 15 and 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1. This is the binary equivalent of 15. 0, 0, 0, 1. This is the binary equivalent of. Shall we do an AND here? Okay, truth table of AND 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. So what's your answer? 15 and 1. Your answer is 1. So if it is 0, it is even number. If it is 1, it is an odd number. So this is one way of determining. This is one way of determining it. Okay, just come now. Okay, so if number bitwise and 1 equals to if number bitwise and 1 equals to 0, it is even. It is even. Compile and run. What? Did I miss anything? Okay. Test case 1 is even, but I gave it as odd. How come? Just a moment. Okay. Did I miss anything at all? Okay, just a moment. Compile and run. Interesting. What number is that? Just a moment. Why it is not working? It should work. Mm, Let me check for different numbers. For which number this will not work? 0 and 1. Okay, for 0. Okay, for 0 also it will. Okay, okay. For 0 it will say 0 only. Why it is not working? Just a moment. Okay, just a moment. Okay, I'll check this out why it is not working. It should actually work. I don't know why this test case is not working. What is this test case and why it is not working? Just just check the test case here. Just let me see the test case if I can view it. Just a moment. Okay, just a moment. Did I miss something? 1 minute. Bitwise and 15 and 1. Just a moment. Okay, so why it is not working it out? It should work. Let's try it. Okay, 1 minute. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. At last, I did not think about that itself. Thank you so much, people. Thank you so much. I'm impressed actually. Seriously, I'm impressed. So that did not ring any bell for me. Thank you so much. Okay, and compile and run. Okay, thank you so much. So now, as per the comments of the students, you can understand how important the brackets are. So because I did not think about the priority here, okay, and what happened is that before doing the concatenation of one, it went for the comparison. This is where the problem lied. Okay, so thank you so much for it. Okay, and as I said, you can also convert it into a ternary operator. And if you go with the ternary operator, okay, that is it'll be complete in just one line. Number and one. So normally number and one, we will go with the comparison operator if is equal to 0, or anyway if you give number and one, you will get only two output, 1 or 0. 1 means odd, 0 means even. So ternary number and 1, or if you want equals to 0. If this is true, return or print even. Okay, else, okay, printf odd. Okay, so you can do that, and again saying that you can go with the parenthesis. Please don't forget the parenthesis here. And a bit of information, as you know, when some of you say parentheses and some of them say brackets. Okay, so the according to the British standards of English, it is called as brackets, and according to US English, it is called as parenthesis. Okay, and for example, we say full stop. As we follow the British English, we say full stop, but there in US English they say period. Okay, so this is one way. And thank you for the fact you have given me that. Okay, and moving on to the next question. Given integer input, whether the given input is positive or negative, okay, or 0, and print the corresponding message. Okay, a very simple question. So in the meantime, when you're asking doubts, I would like to have see, please don't comment unnecessarily. Okay, many of you are giving comments unnecessarily. Okay, only some are sticking to their protocols. Please, others, be quiet. Okay, now given an integer input, whether the given input is positive or negative or 0, and print the corresponding message. So quickly, as you see, everywhere the first letter is uppercase, we are going to use the same thing. Okay, what is it? We are going to use else if condition. Okay, let's say we are going to use else if condition. Okay, so what is it? First I'm going to say if okay, or you can, if you want, you can use ternary as well. First let's start with an if condition. If the first thing what I'm going to check is whether the number is greater than 0. Okay, the number is greater than 0. If the number is greater than 0, I'm going to say it is negative. Okay, so if number is greater than 0, printf, and then I'm going to say positive. Okay, and then multiple conditions. Else if, okay, number is less than 0. If number is less than 0, printf, okay, printf, what should I do? Negative, okay, and then else, then it is of course 0, so printf, and then you can print it as 0. Okay, now come outside and give compile and run. Okay, and then you give submit code and you can see all the test cases passed. If you want to try this using a ternary operator, okay, very simple. First, number one greater than 0, ternary. Number one greater than 0, ternary. If it is true, printf. If it is true, printf positive. Okay, and then else what, directly can I say negative? No, either negative or 0. So in the else part you can have one more condition. When the condition fails, you can go for other condition in the else part. What? Raise the question again. If num1, check whether it's less than 0. If this is true, printf, okay, and then negative. Else, if this condition also fails, there's only one thing. If this condition also fails, then there's only one thing. Printf 0. Printf 0. Okay, one line. So it looks very clean, and even else if condition looks clean, but there is more of a simple thing, right? Okay, just and compile and run. Okay, did I miss anything there? Just a moment. Okay, where it shows error? In number one. Okay, so okay, sorry, it is not number one, it is just number. I'm sorry, I did not notice that. Okay, I went on with the previous value. Just let me give compile and run. Okay, and submit code. Okay, so that's it. Now moving on to the next question. Submit the code and move on to the next question. Given an integer value, check the given input is divisible by 3. If it is divisible, print the message the number is divisible by 3. If it is not divisible, print the message the number is not divisible by 3 and gives a reminder. Okay, okay. So shall we do it? Okay. So 465, the number is divisible by 3. As already everybody know if else condition, let me go with ternary itself. Okay, so that the upcoming problems we can easily solve with ternary. Okay, and people who are asking attendance link, please wait for a follow up with the video. I think most probably your ultimate intention is to learn. Of course, attendance is important to validate your percentage of presence. That is fine. But if you're following up with the video, definitely you will come to know that at a point you will get the attendance link. Okay, please. Now, starting with, let's check whether the number is divisible by 3. Okay, now first thing. So what we'll do is, okay, number modulo 3 equals to 0. Number modulo 3 equals to 0. If this is true, okay, if number modulo 3 equals to 0, if this is true, okay, so what shall we do? If it is true, I have to say printf, okay, and let me copy the same statement, whatever it's given there, the number is divisible by 3. Okay, the number is divisible by 3. Else printf, okay, printf, copy the same thing, the number is not divisible by 3 and the reminder is 1. Okay, it will not be 1 always. Okay, paste it. So the number is not divisible by 3 and the reminder is 1. It's not 1. In that place you can give format specifier d and you can pass number modulo 3. You can pass number modulo 3. Okay, and if you want you can give parenthesis, okay, and give a semicolon. Okay, as you can see the statement here, it is very clear. Okay, so first I'm checking whether number modulo 3 equal to 0, which means whether 3 can divide the given number. Okay, and then the number is divisible by 3 is what I'm printing as a true statement. If it is false, I'm printing this along with the reminder. So give compile and run. Okay, so when somebody is asking and if others are disturbing, there is no other choice than blocking you. Okay, if someone is asking a question, don't mock them. Okay, don't mock them. So the only way is for me to then block you ultimately. Okay, so please don't do that. Okay, what is the purpose of ternary? You're asking question mark. So Nitya, you're asking a question, what is that question mark? So you have to understand that is ternary operator called conditional operator. This is the third problem I'm solving. I think it's the fourth problem I'm solving using ternary operator. And that is the reason I told you to follow up with the starting from the starting. Okay, this is ternary operator. Okay, conditional operator used for if condition. Instead of if condition, you can use it. See, any doubts you have, you can, whenever you have it without any hesitation, you can post doubts. Okay, so this is if condition, simplified if. This is called ternary operator. Okay, now moving on. Okay, let's go on. Let's compile and run and give submit code. All the test cases have been passed. Okay, shall we move to the next question? Given an integer value, if it is divisible by 3, print hi. If it is divisible by 5, print hello. If it is divisible by both, print hi hello. This one you can do it. Okay, let me skip it. Okay, write a program to print corresponding day based on the given input. Okay, if it is 0, I have to say Sunday. If it is 7, I have to say invalid. If it is 0, I have to say Sunday. If it is 7, I would like to say it is invalid. So the best thing is either you can use if else if condition or you can use switch case quickly as possible. Okay, so you can use if else or switch case as possible. Okay, and we have to write it from the scratch, I suppose. So quickly let me complete it. Hash, there is no header or footer. So hash include standard input output dot h. Okay, so integer or void main function and integer get the day from the user. Get the day from the user. Okay, someone is asking Manigandan Rajidan, instead of else you are using colon. Am I correct, sir? Yes, very correct. Okay, integer day, and then now get the day from the user. Scanf format specify d comma ampersand of day. After getting the day, it's very simple now. Switch, okay, and pass the day here. And the next one, if case is 0, if case is 0, printf, printf it is Sunday, printf it is Sunday. So before that, shall we see some questions based on switch case, some interesting points, shall we? Okay, now I'm waiting for your questions. Now I'm going to ask a question, you have to answer it in the comment section. Now in switch case, in a switch case in a C programming language, can the cases, what type of values can I pass in the cases? Can you tell me? Everyone, I'm asking this question to everyone. Whoever knows the answer, please tell me. In a switch case, what the case will accept? Will it accept an integer value, float value, all of them? Or will it accept only some of the data types? Okay, I'm asking a question for you. What will switch case accept as an input for cases? Will it accept float, integer, character, strings? Let's see how many can answer it. Okay, integer, integer, character and integer, character and integer. Okay, integer and character. Actually, even though you are correct, okay, actually, even though you are correct, I would like to give you some information about it. I'll tell you that. So hash include standard input output dot h, okay, main function. Okay. So first, let us complete the problem there. First, let us complete the problem there in the portal and let's come back. K0 printf. What I have to say? Sunday with a capital letter S, I think. Okay. Yes. So Sunday. Okay. Now, as you all know, the next thing I'm going to give is case one. Case one means I have to print. Okay. Thank you so much for responding in the comment section. I'm very happy. Okay. And then Monday. Okay. Character is also a float. Okay, some of you are saying float also will be taken in the switch case, but let me clarify to you. Don't worry about it. Okay, after completing this, I'll clarify your doubts. Printf and then Tuesday. So uppercase, okay, Tuesday. And case 3, okay, printf. Don't pronounce it at Wednesday, as I already told you. It's just Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. And then case 4, printf, Thursday. Case 5, printf, it is Friday. And then case 6, okay, I'll tell you some of them are saying that break statement is missing. Let us show the difference for people who do not know about it. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, and Saturday. Now if I run this, if it is correct, we will get Sunday or Monday according to the statement. Okay, let's provide custom input. I'm giving 2. If I give 2, what should be my output? Case 2 is nothing but Tuesday. Compile and run. So it says compilation successful, but I have printed Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Why? In a switch case, when one case is executed, when one case is correctly matched, it will execute everything below it. It will execute everything below it. To avoid this, what we will do is we will give a break statement. To avoid this, we will give a break statement. Okay, what break will do? It will come out of the block itself. It will come out of the switch block itself. Okay, it will come out of the switch block itself. Okay, scroll down and give break. Please focus. Okay, and also if you give other than 0 to 6, if you give other than those values, I have to say using default. What should I say? Using default, I have to say printf, it is invalid. For invalid, I think the I should be capital. Okay, yes, so printf invalid. Okay, now give a semicolon and compile and run. Let's not go for custom input. Okay, thank you so much. Break is not given. Default statement is missing. Many of you are commenting about it. Okay, I have given it. Don't worry about it. Oh, yes, both the test cases have been passed. Now submit the code. Now the interesting feature about what I want to share with you about switch case is that, okay, as you all know, okay, let me do the same thing. Okay, let's see, can I copy the program from here to there? I think sometimes they may have disabled it, sometimes they may not have disabled. Okay, just a moment. Okay, you cannot copy it. Okay, now focus. Just a moment. Okay, integer day. Okay, or whatever is it. Let's say switch off. Okay, if you give 5.5 as my case. Okay, imagine case. Okay, case 5.1, and then case. I'm just giving it as example. Case. Okay, 5.2. The moment you start giving cases like this with a float value, it will immediately throw you an error. And what error is that? Okay, let me zoom it for you. Okay, it says switch quantity not an integer. It clearly says that switch quantity not an integer. So it will accept only integer. It will accept only integer. But some of you told that even character will be accepted. Yes, character will be accepted. Then why come it is saying only switch case, not an integer? Why it says like that? Imagine if I give A as my input. If I give A as my input, case A, okay, case A, case B, it will work. Why it will work? Okay, why it will work? Let me give a printf statement, just printf a body, okay, something like this, okay, and case B, printf something as an example. So why case, okay, sorry, I've given semicolon there. Okay, why character is accepted and why didn't they say that only integer is accepted? Why did they say in the error part switch case not an integer? Because character is also an integer. You have to understand that. Character is called as a 1 byte integer. Character is called as a 1 byte integer. So don't like don't have this misconception that character and integer are different. They are the same. The only difference is their size. Got it? Okay. Now moving on. Now moving on to the next question. Seventh one. Write a program to print the respective month name based on the given input. So you definitely know it because using switch case I have told you how to print the corresponding days of it. So definitely you can do this as well. Okay, eighth one. Given a year, check whether it is a leap year. Given a year, check whether it is a leap year. I think you have a interesting, already I think in one of the videos you were explained about leap years, very extensive manner. Okay, so it's very easy. When I given a year, I have to check whether it is divided by 4. If it is divided by 4, simultaneously I have to check. Simultaneously I have to check it that it is not divisible by 100. Like year 1900, even though the year 1900 is divisible by 4, it should not be divisible by 100. For every century, it should not be divisible. Except, except the years. For every 400 years, it can be a leap year, like 2000. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so you have got a variable called here. Now, what is the question? Now, what is the question? The question is, okay, if shall we use ternary operator? Of course, yes, we can use ternary operator. If modulo year modulo 4 equals to 0 and and year modulo 100 not equal to 0, okay, or or if year modulo 400 equals to 0. So the condition is very simple. These two conditions are concatenated using the AND operator. Okay, so either year modulo 4 equal to 0 or year modulo 100 not equal to 0, or if year is directly divided by 400, ternary. If this is true, if this is true, what should I say? Printf leap year or not leap year? Shall we? Printf leap year. Okay, for leap year, why is it capital? No. Okay, leap year. Else printf not a leap year. Not a leap year. Okay, semicolon. Shall we run this? Okay, some of them asking in the comment, sir, condition 4 alone, is it enough? No, it is not enough. Why? 1900 is precisely the example what I gave you. 1900 is divisible by 4, but it is not a leap year because every century should not be leap year. According to the, no, I think the name of the person is Gregorian's calendar, and one more, I forgot his name. Last week only I thought about it, I forgot. So according to their logic, according to the thesis, that you should not, if a year is divisible by 4, it should not be divisible by 100. But a year can be independently divisible by 400, that's fine. Okay, but if year is divisible by 400, it should not be divisible by 100. That is a condition, perfect condition for finding whether it's leap year or not a leap year. Now moving on to the ninth question. Ninth question, write a program to check whether the time is valid or not valid. the time is valid or not valid. Okay, this is the time. And how they have given the time? Using colon. Using colon, they have segregated. So totally we have to create three variables to receive the hours, the minutes, and seconds. But you have to understand this is a single input which is segregated with the colon. How can we segregate and store it in hours, minutes, seconds separately? Okay. Now listen. Okay. See, I don't want anybody commenting unnecessarily. Okay. Now focus. Hash. Okay. Hash include standard input output dot h. Okay. Just a minute. I think this will be better. Okay. Hash include standard input output dot h. Okay. And then main function. Okay. Integer main function. Okay. And moving on. Okay. Integer main function and then followed by what is the next thing? I have to create three variables: hours, minutes, and seconds. Hours, minutes, and seconds. Now, the next thing. Then I have to receive the input from the user. As you saw the input, how it is segregated by the colon. So we should use it as a delimiter to separate the inputs. How? Format specify D, the delimiter. What is the delimiter? Colon. Format specify D, colon. Format specify D. So the first format specify D, which receives the hours, should be given to the hours, followed by ampersand of minutes, ampersand of seconds, ampersand of minutes, and ampersand of seconds. Now we have got the inputs perfectly. We have got the inputs perfectly in hours, minutes, and seconds. Now, people, in the meantime, okay, what you have to do is you have to give your attendance. Okay, I'm posting it in the comment section in the YouTube. Okay, in the comment section, please give your attendance. Got it? Please give your attendance. This will be enabled for only 3 minutes. So please give your attendance. This will be enabled for 3 minutes in total. This will be enabled for 3 minutes in total. Okay, refresh once you click the link. Okay, refresh. Okay, refresh and then you move on giving the response. Once you refresh it. Okay, refresh. Okay, Dinagar Dina has asked a question: can we use H instead of HS? Of course you can use, that is your wish. Okay, that is your wish. So that's why I said refresh. See, refresh the link and then you start responding. Guys, refresh it and then start giving the responses. Refresh and then give your responses. It is working. People are giving the responses. I've till now I've got more than 30 responses. Till now I've got more than 30 responses. People are responding. Refresh the link. Refresh the link, please. The link will be live for 3 minutes. The link will be live for 3 minutes. The link will be live for 3 minutes. So the link will be live for 3 minutes. So last 1 minute, 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 last 30 seconds, last 30 seconds. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so I'm closing the response now. Okay, thank you so much. Now people just come back. Okay, we'll start solving. Okay, so okay, okay, a person is asking, sir, in some programs you are using only main. What will it assume? Okay, what will, okay, okay. So in some programs you're using only main. What will it assume? Integer main or void main? Okay, integer main or void main. So normally, I mean, sorry, only main or what will it assume? Okay, by default, always remember by default, if you don't mention a return type, by default, if you don't mention a return type, okay, it will consider as integer function. Always, for any, not only main function, any function you create, by default, if you don't mention anything, it will be considered as integer. Just a moment, I'll just switch off the telephone. Okay, so this is it. Okay, and moving on to the portal questions. Okay, moving on to the portal questions. Let's go. Okay, hours, minutes, and seconds. See, according to the 24 hours format time, what the first starting time? This is 000000. What is the ending time? The ending time is 23:59:59. This is the last ending time. So the hours should be within 0 to 23. Minutes should be from 0 to 59. Seconds should be up to 0 to 59. So this is what the condition we are going to give. Okay, these are our parameters. Shall we? Okay, just get into, after getting the input, what do we have to do? If har, okay, if hours greater than or equals to 0 and hours less than or equals to 23 or less than 24. Okay, and multiple conditions, and okay, and minutes greater than or equal to 0 and minutes less than 60 or less than or equals to 59, and seconds greater than or equal to 0 and seconds less than or equals to 59. Got it? If it is true, if it is true, what should I say? Printf valid. I think valid, uppercase V. Printf, it is a valid time, else not valid. Okay, else not valid. Okay, again I'm telling you, please don't comment unnecessarily. Okay, and some of you are confused with which college is it. See, this video is exclusively for SNS, College of Technology and College of Engineering. So people from other colleges, you can view it, no problem in that, but please don't disturb. Okay, I find some of them are commenting unnecessarily here. Okay, no issues. And people who are complaining that the attendance link is not responding, is, you have to understand, the link will only be live for 4 minutes. That is the protocol which has been set by your management and our management. So not more than 4 minutes. And just a moment, I'm getting a call. Just a moment from your faculty. 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, so I'm back. We were actually discussing about what assessments, like what are all the problems you'll be solving in the in the evening times in the MySlate portal. That is what we were discussing about. And for people who are saying the attendance is not responding, no issues. Okay, no issues. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, you will receive a link again. Okay, again attendance link will be posted in the second half. Sometimes what we will do is we will delete all the responses of them. I mean, we will take two attendances sometimes, or we'll take just one attendance by giving it twice. Sometimes we might take two attendance freshly, morning session, like first half, second half, like that we may divide it. So expect the unexpected. For people who miss the opportunity to give the attendance in the first half, don't worry about it, you can give it in the second half. I will post it again. Just follow up with the video. Okay, now I'll say valid or not valid. Okay, let's compile and run. Okay, and okay, so expected. Okay, somewhere I made a mistake. Okay, sorry, I did not look into that. Okay, and compile and run and submit code. So that's it. So we have completed ninth one as well, and let's move on to 10th one. Write a program to given us find a specific date, check whether the date is valid or not. Year will be in the range 1900 to 99999 only. Okay, it's a very simple question actually. I have to find whether the given date is valid or not valid. How? See, if you're talking about dates, uh, first we have to segregate because each month will have different days. Like for example, the first month, and then the third month, fifth month, seventh month, eighth month, 10th month, and 12th month. All these, all these three, I mean, all these months will have totally 31 days. Will have totally 31 days. Got it? And then the months which are 4, 6, 9, 11. These are the months which have 30 days. And there is the other one which is 2, which sometime gives you 28 or 29, whether it is leap year or non-leap year. So how can we have an assumption? So given a year, what we have to do is first check which month it is. After checking which month it is, check whether the number of days are perfect, whether it is from 1 to 31 or 1 to 30 or 1 to 28 or 1 to 29, within that range. Okay. After checking it, we can prove whether it is a valid date or an invalid date. Shall we? Okay. It's a very simple question. Let's go to the portal. Okay. So valid or invalid, shall we? As you see, the input has been given with a delimiter slash. So we should also use the same thing while putting in the scanf. Starting with the header file. Hash include standard input output dot h main function or integer main function. Both are same, or void main also, no issues. Okay. And then followed by integer, days, months, and year. Okay, and receive it from the user scanf format specified d slash format specified d slash format specified d. Store it respectively in days and months and year respectively. Okay, after doing this, what is the next thing we have to do? After doing this, the next thing is that we have to start evaluating. Now my question is, imagine someone is giving you like this, a date like this, 45 slash 50 slash 52 slash 2000. For this, should I go on proceed by checking whether the which month it falls under, how many days it falls under, like that? No need. The moment you see this, the moment the days and the months are out of the boundary, just straight away say it is not a valid date. How? In the starting itself, we'll have a common condition. If in a date, definitely ஒரு date இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது கண்டிப்பா it will be greater than 1 and less than 31 only, not more than that and not less than that. இதுதான் ஒரு காமனான ஒரு sequence. So it cannot be, it's not possible. A date can be there, a day can be there, but it's 31, but it's not possible for beyond 31. So if days is greater than or equals to, okay, if days are greater than or equals to 1, and days less than or equals to days less than or equals to 31 அடுத்து and and year so not year months greater than or equals to 1 and months less than or equals to 12 இது இல்லாம இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா if it is not following the condition straight away here itself have a else condition and say printf it is invalid if they don't satisfy this condition. In case if they satisfy the condition, proceed with the further logic. Further logic என்னது? If month is 1 or month is 3 or month is 5 or month is 7 or month equals to 8 or month equals to 10 or month equals to 12. If they follow these conditions, if they satisfy these conditions, directly I can say it is valid. How directly I can say without checking that whether it is from 1 to 31? Already we had a condition outside, so only days from 1 to 31 will fall under this category, correct? So if they fall under this category, directly I can say it is valid. Okay, directly I can say it is valid. Other condition, else if the month falls under 4 or if the month falls under 6 or if the month falls under 9 or if the month falls under 11. Now I have to check one thing. What is that? I have to check whether if the days are greater than or equals to, if the days are greater than or equals to 1 and the days are less than or equals to, or the days are less than or equal to 30. Only if they satisfy this condition, then you can say printf it is valid. Okay, valid. Else இந்த மந்த்தும் கொடுத்து 4 6 9 11 அப்படின்ற மந்த்ல உங்களுக்கு 31 டேஸ் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க அப்படின்னா it is invalid இல்ல. So if it is in case within this month and if the day is from 1 to 30, then it's valid. In case if they give 4 or 6 or 9 or 11, but if they give you 31, it's not valid. So else, okay, it is invalid. Now what's the other thing? What's the other thing? If இல்ல else if இல்ல அப்படின்னா there's only one thing. If it's not if it's not else if, there's only one thing in the else condition. அப்ப அந்த else யாருக்கு அப்படின்னா this else is for the second month. The second month. So if it is a second month, I have to check one thing, whether it is a leap year or not a leap year. If it is leap year, the days can be from 1 to 29. If it is not a leap year, the days should be only from 1 to 28. So if year modulo 4 equals to 0 and year modulo 100 not equal to 0, or or if the year modulo 400 equals 0, if this is a leap year, அப்போ leap year இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா one more condition. What is one more condition? If days greater than equal to 1, நீங்க greater than equal to 1 அப்படின்றது கூட need not, ஏன்னா already அங்க greater than கொடுத்திருக்கோம். Other than less than 1 will not be coming inside. So if days less than or equals to 29 அப்படின்னா it is true. What should I say? Printf it is valid. See, only for understanding purpose, I'm just detailing everything. Otherwise, you can reduce the number of lines. Else, okay, else what should I say? Printf, it is invalid. Okay, okay. Now, if else பார்த்தீங்க, அப்போ else யாருக்கு அப்படின்னா for a non-leap year. So else, okay, for a non-leap year, what should I check? Now focus. Else, if days are less than or equal to 28, okay, then printf, okay, valid. Else, okay, else printf invalid. That's it. Shall we run this program? Okay, did I make any mistake? If I make any mistake, you can just tell me, I'll just correct it. So compile and run. All the test cases have been passed. Now sum the code. Okay, now moving on. So we have successfully completed the module 2 of this level. Okay, let's move on. Let's go back. Okay, level 1 module 2. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Okay, just a moment. Submodule 2, yes, and start. Let's wait for 30 seconds. Okay, now focus. Level 2. Given two numbers, find the maximum. It is very simple. Okay, you already know it. Okay, so I need not, do it again. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, given two numbers, find the minimum of these two. இதுவும் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். So let me go to the next one. Find the maximum of three numbers. Find the maximum of three numbers. Maybe யாருக்காவது சில பேருக்கு தெரியாம இருக்கலாம். I mean, few of them may not know it. They might be in a confused state. Let's complete it quickly. Let's complete it quickly. Already int main function, everything is created. So அப்ப என்ன வேணும் அப்படின்னா three variables, correct? Integer n1, n2, n3. Yes. Scanf, format specified d, format specified d, format specified d. Okay. Respectively store it in n1, ampersand of n2, ampersand of n3. After storing it, what I have to do? A quick comparison. Using ternary, shall we? Using ternary. Very careful, using ternary. How? First, n1 greater than n2. Simultaneously, I have to check whether n1 is greater than n3. If it is true, if all the conditions are true, what should I return? What should I print? I should print the maximum number, right? Okay, 1535 is maximum. So let me create a variable called maximum also. Maximum. So please listen carefully. Max equals to, if n1 greater than n2 and an n1 greater than n3, if it is true, return. What should I return to max? Now max can return பண்ணணும். இது எல்லாமே true இருந்துச்சுன்னா I have to return n1 to max. Else அப்படின்னா என்ன? Else அப்படின்னா n2 இருக்கு n3 இருக்கு. I have to compare both again. So again one more condition. Else குள்ள nested if மாதிரி இன்னொரு condition. So n2 greater than n3. If this is true, return n2. Return max க்கு return n2. Else n3. See, is a condition. Got it? So now come outside and what should I say? Printf, and then some statement is there. Maximum is 5. So maximum is the variable. Okay, let me paste it here. Maximum is the variable, right? Paste it. Instead of 5, I have to substitute format specified d and pass the variable called max, where the answer is stored. Okay, and then come outside and give compile and run, and then give submit code. Okay, someone is asking question. Here you have to why you have to give y model 100 not equal to 0 to check the leap year. I can't understand. See, it is a proven it is a proven logic that according to the calendar system, what they did is this is a law of leap year. Every 4 year it can be a leap year, but for every centuries it should not be leap year, but for every 400 it can be leap year. Got it? This is the law. This is a law actually. If you want to understand it more deeply, I think there is a particular video about leap years itself separately. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, this is the law. This is the protocol. Okay, every century it should not be a leap year. Okay, now moving on to the next question. Fourth one. Find the minimum of three numbers. If you know how to find the maximum, then definitely you know how to find the minimum also. Then find the smallest of four number. Kandipa, you know how to find the smallest of four numbers. But here they have used a concept called macro function. A macro function. What is macro function? Now focus. What is macro function? This is what I'm going to teach you. Now carefully listen here. What is macro? Hash include standard input output dot h main function. Okay. Now focus. Okay. Imagine I have a statement printf something like this. Okay. Printf something like this. Okay. Now, now listen here. Okay. Printf this or let's say uh, okay, something like this. Now what I can do is I can put it in a whole context, like I can cut it. I can create a macro constant. How to create a macro constant? You know, hash define. What are you going to define? What are you going to define? Now print அப்படின்னு சொன்னேன் அப்படின்னா, for example, upper caseல நான் mention பண்றேன் to make it unique. Space, paste it. என்ன meaning? What is the meaning of this அப்படின்னா, listen here. If I use a statement print, it will replace this statement. இது வந்து ஒருத்தருக்கு ஒரு பட்ட பெயர் வைக்கிற மாதிரி நம்ம சொல்லுவோம்ல, ஒரு நிக் நேம் சொல்லுவோம்ல. If my name is Robin, they also, if my name is Adekla Robin, they also call me with different names. Okay, nicknames அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். So there are a lot of nicknames. அதே மாதிரி for this statement printf, okay, I can just use the word print அப்படின்னு சொன்னேன் அப்படின்னா I can have this statement printed there. So அதுக்கு தான் இதுக்கு பேர் வந்து macro constant அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். What is the meaning of macro அப்படின்னா smaller, the smaller version. So a larger statement can be encoded within a smaller word. So if I use print, it will directly replace the statement printf, ftxt, whatever is there. So directly if I use print, okay, directly if I use print, okay, run பண்றேன். See, it works. அதே மாதிரி if you say pi அப்படின்னு சொல்றேன், pi, okay, pi அப்படின்னு ஒரு வச்சுட்டு macro constant 3.14 அப்படின்னா it will exactly replace. pi is not a variable. pi is not a variable, but it's a constant, macro constant. 3.14 அப்படிங்கிறத நான் pi அப்படின்னு மென்ஷன் பண்ணலாம். It is a pre-process section. So I'm replacing 3.14 with pi. pi is not a variable. So I can do this printf format specifier f comma pi. What is pi? A macro constant. இப்படி போட்டாலும் 3.1400 அப்படின்னு தான் வரும். Or நான் டைரக்டா 3.14 போடுறதும் சேம் தான், pi அப்படின்னு போடுறதும் சேம் தான், இல்ல 3.14 அப்படின்னு போடுறதும் சேம் தான். So run it. It's a macro constant. So suppose everybody understood what is macro constant. So using this they have created a function. Using this they have created a macro function. Let us see that how to create a macro function. Imagine I have two numbers, integer n1 comma n2. Now I have to find the greatest of two. Everybody know how to use ternary operator, but do you know how to use a macro function? That is where things get interesting here. So what is a macro function and how to create it? Okay, now focus. Now, so macro hash, let's say max of x comma y, max of x comma y. So this is the design of it. How many inputs can we receive? Two inputs x, y. So this is the design of the function. This is the design of the function. Space, the functionality of the function. Other functionality என்ன? X greater than y இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, if x is greater than y, if x is greater than y, and if this condition is true, I have to return x, else I have to return y. If it is true, I have to return x or I have to return y. So directly normally what we will do is directly we'll copy the statement and we will paste it here. We will do this using ternary operator. We'll copy it and we'll do it. But rather than doing that, we can use a function which is more organized to look, right? So after receiving the number, scanf format specify d and format specify d and store it in ampersand of n1 comma ampersand of n2. Got it, people? Ampersand of n1 and ampersand of n2. Then I'm going to use what? Okay, to find the maximum I'm going to create a variable called maximum. இதுக்கும் அதுக்கும் சம்பந்தமே இல்லை. இது small max, இது upper caseல இருக்கு. இதுக்கும் அதுக்கும் சம்பந்தமே இல்லை. So max equals to, I can use a function max. ஸோ நார்மலாக மற்ற ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லாங்குவேஜஸ்ல யூ வில் ஹேவ் இன்பில்ட் ஃபங்க்ஷன். இப்போ நீங்கள் ஜாவாலாம் போனீங்கன்னா மேக்ஸ் அப்படின்ற ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷனே இருக்கும், நீங்கள் அதை யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். இப்போ எப்படி நம்மகிட்ட ஸ்கொயர் ரூட் அப்படின்ற ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் இருக்கு, இந்த சேம் வே ஐ கேன் ஐ கேன் கிரியேட் மை ஓன். அதே மாதிரி நாங்கள் என்னோட சொந்தமாக நான் கிரியேட் பண்ணிட்டு I'm going to pass two values n1, n2. அப்போ இந்த மேக்ஸ் என்ன ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணும் அப்படின்னா the greatest of these two. Now if I print, okay, now if I print max, format specify d comma max, what will be my answer? Run it. What will be my answer? Let us see that. 50 and 60. 60 is greater. Run it. Okay, 40, 15. 40 is greater. See how it smoothly it works. So இதே தான் நம்ம அங்க பண்ண போறோம். So let us go to the problem. இத அப்படியே நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Okay, come down. So we have to declare the variables and we have to use a function. We have to find the smallest of four. There is a problem here. There is a problem in this program. என்ன ப்ராப்ளம் அப்படின்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, அவங்க ஸ்மாலஸ்ட்னு சொல்லிட்டு பிக்கஸ்ட்டை போட்டிருக்காங்க. ஸோ நம்மளும் அதே பண்ணிடலாம். ஓகே, ஸோ integer n1, n2, n3, n4, comma, the result. The result is nothing but max. The result is nothing but max. Okay, the result is nothing but max. Okay, shall we move on? Okay. ஓகே, இந்த மேக்ஸ் நான் யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. ஏன் அப்படின்னா ஆல்ரெடி மேக்ரோ ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்கு ஸ்மால் மேக்ஸ் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. லெட் மீ நாட் யூஸ் த சேம் வேரியபிள், லெட் மீ யூஸ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் வேரியபிள். லெட் மீ ஹாவ் ஆன்சர் அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரீட் த இன்புட் scanf, format specify d, format d, format specify d, format specify d, format specify d. Okay, 4 inputs, store it corresponding in n1, n2, n3 and n4. Okay, after reading the input, now shall we use it? Okay, சார் நான் கண்டுபிடிக்க வேண்டியது நாலு நம்பரோட, ஓகே ரெண்டு நம்பரோட, நாலு நம்பரோட பெருசு தான். ஆனால் நம்ம கிட்ட இருக்க ஃபங்க்ஷன் பற்றி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இட் கேன் only receive two inputs. How can I find for four? ரொம்ப சிம்பிள், நம்ம மேத்தமெட்டிக்ஸில் பார்த்துருப்போம். அதாவது using the whole function என்ன, ஸோ ஆன்சர் ஈக்குவல்ஸ் டு, ஓகே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மேக்ஸ் ஆஃப் n1, n2 கண்டுபிடிங்க. ஓகே, அப்புறம் அதோட ரிசல்ட்டை மேக்ஸ் ஆஃப் n3, n4 ஓட விடுங்க. ஸோ இவங்க ரெண்டு பேருக்குமே ஒரு ஆன்சர் வரும் கரெக்டா. அந்த ஆன்சரை ஹோல் மேக்ஸ் வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஹோல் மேக்ஸ் ஆஃப் n1, n2, மேக்ஸ் ஆஃப் n3, n4. see how simple it is. அப்போ நாலு நம்பரை நான் if else கண்டிஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணி இல்லை டெர்னரி ஆப்ரேட்டர் போட்டு போனேன்னா கொஞ்சம் பெருசா போகும். It will be little slightly bigger. But if I use function, it is like, just see how organized and how easy for us to accomplish this. ரொம்ப சிம்பிளா இருக்கும் மேக்ரோ ஃபங்க்ஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா. இதுவே டெர்னரி ஆப்ரேட்டர் யூஸ் பண்ண என்ன பண்ணிருக்கணும், n1 greater than n2 and n1 greater than n3 and n1 greater than n4, and if it is true written n1, else n3 greater than n2 greater than n3 and then n2 greater than n4, if it is true written n2, அப்புறம் திருப்பி else, அப்புறம் திருப்பி n3 greater than n4 if it is true written n3 or n4 அப்படின்னு நான் போயிட்டே இருக்கணும். பட் இதனால் பாருங்க max of n1, n2, max of n3, n4, so whole max முடிஞ்சு. Okay, I think it's very easy. And then printf format specifier, format specify d. Okay, அதாவது அவங்க என்ன சொன்னாங்க, smallest ன்னு போட்டாங்க தெரியாம. So let me copy the same thing. Smallest அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு biggest இருக்குல்ல, so paste the same thing. Smallest is format specify d, answer. That's it. So give compile and run and submit code. Okay, okay, some okay, நிறைய இதை கேட்டிருக்கீங்க. Instead of dd, can we use, see then again you're asking instead of dd mmyy, see you can create any variable. It's your wish, that is why it's called as variable. Google, it is much better to talk in Tamil. Of course it is much better, but the problem is what if somebody do not know Tamil? That will be really inferior for us, right? So let's not do that. Okay, and attendance form is, see Google, and one more thing is from a perspective of teaching. Okay, the reason why we stick to English is that even though you are comfortable, everyone knows Tamil, it is as a view and a standard for education. Of course, our mother tongue is very important as any other language, but in circumstances, the universal language is supposed to be English, and our mother language is of course Tamil or Telugu or Malayalam. So it is better to stick on to a universal language. Okay, no issues. Okay. So if you are in a one-to-one conversation, we can go with the mother language, mother tongue. No issues in that. But let's not do that. Example, if a person from Andhra Pradesh is attending the session, definitely he'll find it very hard for it. So why can't you have? Okay, I think I have cleared those doubts. Sir, I can't able to click attendance link. Of course, you will not be able to click the attendance link because attendance link put half an hour actually. It is expired. 3 minutes. Only 3 minutes it will be available. Okay. So follow up with the video for the again I'll update the link. Don't worry about it. Okay, again I'll update the link. Just have a follow up with this session. Okay, let's go to the next one. Boom. Okay, arrange phone numbers in descending order. Arrange phone numbers in descending order. If I want to arrange phone numbers in descending order, first you have to find the maximum one. First you have to find the maximum, minimum. நல்லா பாருங்க. You have phone numbers 50, 20, 80 and then 30 அப்படின்றது. I have to find the maximum. You know how to find the maximum of the phone number. That's okay. And you also know how to find the smallest of four. That is also fine. How can I find the middle one, middle two? How can I find the middle one value and middle two value? Okay, it's very simple. அப்போ four values இருக்கு. N1, N2, N3, N4. Okay. First, find the greatest of. First find the greatest of N1, N2. Okay. First, find the greatest of this, and find the greatest of this. Okay. Find the greatest of N1 and N2 and N3 and N4. And then out of those, find the last common result. Okay. I think you understood my statement. Okay. 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 I think you understood my statement. So, okay. Now focus. So you have four numbers. First, find the greatest of those two, you will get an answer, and then greatest of N3, you will get an answer. And out of these two, you can get the greatest. Upper smallest, take this two number, find the smallest. Take this two number, find the smallest. அது அங்க ரெண்டு பேர் இருக்க winners ஓட find the smallest. அப்போ மத்தது எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம்? Very simple. இப்போ N1, N2, N3, N4ல வந்து 80 and then 40, 60 and then 90 இருக்குன்னு வைங்களேன். Greatest of 80 and 40 என்னது? 80. Greatest of 60 and 90? 90. Greatest of these two is 90. அப்போ you know how to extract 90. How to extract the smallest? 80, 40. What is the smallest? 40. 60, 90. What is the smallest? 60. 40, 60. What is the smallest? 40. So 40, 90 easier கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். How to find 80 and 60? Very simple. N1 and 2ல greatest யாரு? N1 and 2ல greatest யாரு? 80, 40 ஓட greatest 80. 60, 90 ஓட greatest 90. இவங்க ரெண்டு பேர்ல smallest யாரு? The smallest of these two, the smallest of these two is 80. See? அப்போ greater கண்டுபிடிச்சு smaller கண்டுபிடிங்க. So find the greatest of these two and then find the smallest. And how to extract 60? Very simple. Find the smallest of these two, 40 and 60. Now find the greatest of these two, 60. Middle one, middle two. This is how you have to find it. Shall we get into the problem? Okay. Shall we get into the problem? Simple. Now focus. Okay, this is the program. Okay, anybody have any doubt? Okay, somebody is asking attendance. So Google has understood what I tried to say. Thank you. And somebody is asking attendance. Don't worry about it. I will post the attendance link very soon. Okay. In the meantime, listen. Follow up with this. It's very, very important. I have to arrange this four, right? I have to arrange these four elements. So first, what are all the variables I need? The variables I need are integer main function. Okay, the variables I need are okay, four numbers: integer n1 comma n2 comma n3 comma n4. Also to find the maximum, to find the minimum, to find the middle, to find the middle two. This is middle one. Okay. Next, where in அப்படின்னா what else? What else? creating the macro function. How to create the macro function? Listen here carefully. Rend macro function. We are going to create two macro functions. One is to find the maximum of two, minimum of two. How? Hash define. Hash define. Okay, the function name is max. Okay. Okay, x comma y என்னமோ இங்க you can have anything. A comma b அப்படின்னு வச்சாலும் okay தான். Okay, but use the same thing for the design also. So if A greater than B, if it is true, return A, else return B. Hash define, okay, minimum A comma B, okay, and now focus. A less than B. If it is true, return A, else return B. Shall we start? First, read the input from the user. Scanf, format specified ID, format specified ID, format specified ID, format specified ID, comma ampersand of n1, comma ampersand of n2. Sorry, I missed the ampersand here. n1, n2, comma ampersand of n3, comma ampersand of n4. What is the next step we have to do? What is the next step we have to do? Start comparing. Find the maximum. How to find the maximum? Max of whole max of n1 comma n2 comma max of n3 comma n4, and then minimum எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்? Simple. Minimum, okay, equals to the whole minimum of okay n1 comma n2 comma minimum of n3 comma n4. Okay, and then now focus. Mid 1 equals to, so how to find this mid 1 and mid 2? Just now I told you, change the combination. Max கண்டுபிடிச்சு min கண்டுபிடிங்க. So whole max of minimum of n1 comma n2 comma minimum of n3 comma n4. Okay, how to find the mid to other combination? That is min of max of n1 comma n2 comma max of n3 comma n4. That's it. So this is how you have to find it. So you've got all the four combinations. Okay, see, GCC is a version of a compiler. Okay, so you have got all the four numbers. ஆனால் என்ன பிரச்சனை அப்படின்னா, sometimes mid one பெருசா இருக்கலாம் mid two ஓட, இல்ல sometimes mid one வந்து mid two ஓட சின்னதா இருக்கலாம். So sometimes mid one may be greater than mid two or smaller than mid two. We will not know about it. அப்போ in which order I have to print? In which order I have to print? Printf, format specified ID, greater than, format specified ID, greater than, format specified ID, greater than, format specified ID. In which order should I print it? Should I print this in N1? I mean, maximum followed by middle one, followed by middle two, followed by minimum. Should I print it like this, or max mid two, mid one, comma min? How should I decide it? How should I decide it? Just have a condition. If, if, if mid one is greater than mid two, அப்படின்னா இதே follow பண்ணுங்க. Mid one தான் பெருசா இருக்கும். So post it in the front. Else, else, else copy the same thing. Else, okay, else paste it. Okay, change the combination order. Mid 2 க்கு அப்புறம் mid 1 வர மாதிரி வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஏன்னா you're just checking whether which one is greater, mid 1 இல்ல mid 2 அப்படின்னு பாக்குறீங்க. So now compile and run. Error expected before இங்க okay, already close இருக்கா? Already there's a close. See, while learning, don't expect that you should understand everything. எல்லாமே எனக்கு clear புரிஞ்சணும் அப்படின்லாம் இல்லைங்க. You're just listening it, you're just learning it. Okay, you're not practically applying it. Only when you have a hands-on experience by yourself, you will understand it. பார்த்தோன்னே சரி, எனக்கு பார்த்தோன்னே ஃபுல்லாலாம் புரியல, கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா புரியுது அப்படின்னா See, you have to have an experience for yourself. Go try it, make mistakes. Okay, so don't think that 100% you can complete the learning here itself. Not at all. You cannot complete all your 100% learning by listening, by seeing with your eyes and listening with your ears. Not at all. You need an hands-on experience. Okay, so compile and run, and then let's give submit code, and it worked. Okay, so now I'll give the attendance link. So யாரெல்லாம் வந்து காலையில மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டீங்களோ, சாரி, யாரெல்லாம் காலைல ஐ மீன் ப்ரீவியஸ் செஷனில் மிஸ் பண்ணீங்களோ அவங்க அட்டண்டன்ஸ் எப்போ கொடுக்கலாம். ஸோ இல் பி தி அட்டண்டன்ஸ் லிங்க் வில் பி லைவ் ஃபார் 3 minutes இன் டோட்டல். அதுக்குள்ளே நீங்கள் கரெக்டாக கொடுத்துருங்க. ஓகே, தி அட்டண்டன்ஸ் லிங்க் வில் பி லைவ் ஃபார் 3 minutes இன் டோட்டல். ஓகே, திருப்பி அட்டண்டன்ஸ் கேட்டால் இஃப் யூ ஆர் அகெயின் ஆஸ்கிங் மீ அட்டண்டன்ஸ் ஆஃப்டர் கம்ப்ளீட்டிங் திஸ் ஐ கேனாட். ஓகே, 3 minutes டைம். ஓகே, கிவ் யூர் அட்டண்டன்ஸ். Last 1 minute. Last 1 minute. Last 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so yes, that's all with your attendance. Okay, now listen here for people. Okay, so this is it, and let me go to the next one and let's see what is it all about. Okay, see, write a program to check whether given three sides can form a triangle or not. These are all you itself can do it. Okay, so you know you have to add the what if the other two sides you have to check whether when you're adding two sides of a triangle whether it's greater than the other side. So a b c a plus b greater than c பாருங்க b plus c greater than a, that formulas you know what, so I need not repeat it again. Okay, so you can do it better. Given three integer, arrange them three in ascending order using the given macros. Just now I told you how to arrange it for 4 அப்பனா 3 க்கு உங்களால ஈஸியா பண்ண முடியும். Okay, given a student marks as input, print output as pass fail based on the output. Okay, this is based on if else condition, you can do it. Okay, so I'm just going for things. Okay, இதெல்லாம் great system if else condition use பண்ணி, so I think most probably you will be well versed in it, so no issues in that. Okay, so let's go back and let's step into level 2. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so let's stop here then. Okay, let's not drag too much. Okay, so we'll stop here. No need. Okay, so let's wrap up the session. So we will meet you definitely in the next upcoming classes. So whatever, do you have any queries, questions on today's session? You can post it now. I'll be clarifying it to you. Whatever doubts you have, anything, okay, anything you want to talk, okay, ஏதாவது உங்களுக்கு suggestions என்ன இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா you can post it here. Okay, so whatever queries and things you have, you can post it here and I'll be responding to it now. So whatever queries you have, you can post it here. You could have just said logic alone, sir. Yeah, but the problem is, Arjun, what happened is there are students who feel they want to, solve the problem. That is the reason I'm going into. Otherwise, would have gone with record. I mean, previous versions itself. People wanted to understand it more. That is the thing. No? No, macro functions you cannot ultimately with using macro function. There are a lot of things you will understand while going. Relational operator அப்படின்றது கிடையாது. It's not like that. Okay, there are a lot of things. Okay, we can do. See, function is all about functionality. La. So some functionality, there are some limitations. There are some limitations you can do with macro functions. Normal function மாதிரி எல்லாத்தையும் பண்ண முடியாது. There's some limitations to it. Janakumar not respond அப்படின்னா I couldn't understand the statement. You're asking me whether the attendance is not responding is because I gave 4 minutes of time to give your attendance previously. You're ரெண்டு தடவை போட்டாச்சு. So I don't know what to do anything other than that. Okay, any other questions and queries, you can post it. See, Arjun, you're asking a question. Descending order can be done using for loop, sir. Not at all. No needed. It is looping statement. It is not needed at all. No, we cannot do it. We are not doing sorting. La. We're not doing sortings and all. See, if it is an array element, we can do some sorting type of things. These are fixed values. They're saying that only 4 inputs or 3 inputs will be there. So you have to store it in an array and then you have to compare. That is not at all. No, it's not the best way to do it. Which is best for competitive programming, C++ or Python? There is no answer for this question actually. If you ask me, Alfred, see, everything has an expectation. It's only based on complete requirements. For example, if you see 1 month back, see, there are interviews, there are recruitment only for people who are well versed in C and C++, because the requirement is different. They might work for hardware driver programs, they might work for some embedded applications. Python is for something else, maybe requirements. It's only completely based on requirements. If I ask you, uh, if I ask you whether French, okay, if I ask you is French better or Spanish better, is only based on the location you're going to work. If your client, if you're going to receive clients a lot from France, you have to learn French. If you're going to receive a lot of clients from Spain, you have to learn Spanish. It's only completely based on your requirements. Yes, sir. Fixed. I forgot. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Arjun. If there's any other questions, you can post it. Okay, thank you so much for everyone. Okay, you can leave the class. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the lovely day. Okay, take care of yourselves. Keep on practicing. Be motivated. Okay, I'll see you in the next class.